Alright everybody, here we are. I hope I'm live right now, and first of all I will not be speaking aloud, and second thing is that my camera is not gonna be on because of course I'm using camera on Chrome, because of course I'm working on Google Meet clone, not Google Meet, but yeah, exactly that, not even just. So before that, let me make sure that I'm live and all, and then I'll continue from here on. Here we are, and this is how it's gonna be going on. My voice is not gonna be that loud, so sorry for that, but I think it's gonna be quite enough to be just heard. So it's gonna be loud enough to be heard. Let's continue from here on, and let me even check the quality right now. Let's continue from here on. Alrighty, so we just reached this particular section, event processor handling server. So this particular thing is just simply getting the socket dot connection established. So at the top I have my socket, so it's like where my this is a function, right? And inside this particular function I have these things. So this is how the things are actually going on, and not even a function, I can call it an object. So this is kind of an object, and inside that particular object I have these things. Or what is this actually? Let me even check this particular thing. Oh, what is this, and why am I able to access methods inside using my app plus dot? So this is very important. Just come pattern is called IIFE module pattern. So this is IIFE module pattern. So what is this? This is called IIFF, sorry, IIFE, and inside this particular thing I have a function. That function kind of calls itself, if I'm not wrong. So there is a top level function, and that function calls itself, and at the end of the day inside that I have something, another function. So immediately invoked function so it is immediately invoked function expression. So immediately invoked function expression. So this is an expression called immediately invoked function expression, and as for the notes I will be saving it inside WebRTC section, if I'm not wrong. So let's go here, WebRTC, and this is actually gonna be kept somewhere here. And let's continue. Doesn't matter where I keep this, but it needs to be saved at the end of the day. I can go back here again, and if you define a function, it and immediately execute it. So ultimately here I am defining a function and immediately executing it. Now what is this full thing? This means you run a function immediately, whatever it returns gets stored in my app. Okay, so whatever is returned from here gets stored there. So basically my app return value of the function, that's fine. Why can you access methods like my app something? Because inside IIF you probably return an object like this. So kind of from here I'm returning an object, and because I'm returning that particular object, that gets saved here, and then I'm able to access that, and that's right. Alrighty, so I got the reason behind this as well. So ultimately this is called IIFE, immediately invoked function. What was the full form? Immediately invoked function expression. Function expression. And if I'm not wrong, I should be able to be sharing my screen right now. Yeah, it is being shared. Alright, so let's continue from here on, and this is the IIFE function, and whatever I return that will be assigned to this. So inside this I have many things, but at the end of the day, even though I have many things in here and getting many things done here, at the end of the day I'm just simply returning the stuff from here. returning this stuff in the sense I'm returning my init function from here. So this init function is being returned from here, and because of that thing I'm able to access that. And then init, it just simply calls that particular int function, uid, mid, user id, and what is this mid, okay, forgot this as well. Let's check this thing out. So meeting id, just a sec, let me mute myself, just something important. Alright, let's continue from here on. And the question is कि आपने डलवाया है क्या? Okay, let's continue by the way. So this is the UID stands for user ID, and MID stands for meeting ID. And this thing is done over here, and this particular function gets returned, and that is why I'm just simply able to get this particular function over here. So when it comes to getting that particular function, so my app init, I'm able to just use this particular function that's there. That's fine, so far so good. I can just go here again, and inside these are the things that I have to just tackle with. So first one is init mid, and I'm just simply rendering my name over there. After I've rendered my name, and document.title.user id, even the title is kind of, it is doing two things. What can I say? Display the user id, and this particular thing adds the user id to the title. This is how we are gonna be going ahead, and it simply starts the process when it comes to the process. So first of all, getting the iOS connection, so I can say getting a socket connection ready over here, and after that I can just simply continue from here on. So let's go ahead with this thing. So this is called SDP function. I have SDP function, and this is a function, and it just simply gets the data and connection ID and all, and this just simply gets the job done. But again, I don't need to worry about it, rather I need to worry about this particular section. So on the client side, I'm listening for this particular event, and whenever the connection gets ready, so I'm just doing this stuff. What is happening inside this is something I need to know more about. So socket.connected, if socket.connected, in that case I have to do this, because socket.on, this particular event got triggered, so definitely socket.connected is gonna be true. And once socket.connected is true, at that time I'm just simply saying that app process init SDP function and socket ID. So of course I get the socket ID, that's fine, and I'm getting this particular init function from the SDPN function. Okay, so let's exactly check what happens inside this particular init function of app process. The way I have app over here, the same way I have app process over here. And when it comes to this app process, I have init, and this is the init function that not really this one, let me be sure about this and then I'll talk more. So what am I actually using inside app? Just a sec. App process init, this is the thing that I'm actually using, and this init function is actually at the end of the day that I'm actually returning from here. So from the app process, I'm returning four things: set new connection, initialize process client function, and a close connection call. So let's check out this particular thing. So when it comes to this particular init function that I'm actually running from here, it takes two things: SDP function that I have created, and it takes my connection ID. So whatever it takes, ultimately user ID, and those things are just simply passed to the kind of the function that has defined inside that. This is not something that's getting returned. We are just simply returning init, and inside that kind of inside this IIFE expression, I have this particular function. So that's good. I can just simply continue. But before even that, I'm just passing two things over here. I'm passing my data, not really this one. I'm passing my SDP function that I actually created over here, and I'm passing socket.id. So this is the socket ID of the user who just got connected right now. and HDP function is something that I have created over here. So let's exactly check what happens here. So inside the HDP function, I'm gonna be sending data and I'm gonna be sending to connection ID. After that, socket.emit HDP process, this is gonna be the event that will be emitted, and message I will be sending, and to connect ID will be sent as well. So it's pretty simple, and socket.emit simply emits to all the users if I'm not wrong. So let's even check, will the message be emitted to all the users or not. Here, will the message be emitted to all the users? No, bro, this will not automatically go to all users. So what it actually does, it emits the event only to the server from the current client. Okay, sorry, I just forgot that I'm on the client side. So it will just simply emit it from the client side to the server side. Just forgot that I'm on the client side for a while. So it just simply emits this particular data to the server, and server will be listening for this particular event. So this particular thing is done. And when it comes to this HDP process, so let's even check whether I'm listening for this particular event on the server side or not. So on the server side, I have many things. Out of those many things, I'm listening for this particular event here. I know I have a lot, and I will be going through all those things, and as we just keep going, we'll keep getting better at it. But for now, I'm just listening for this HDP process on the server side. And what actually happens over here, that socket.to, first of all, I'm getting the data, that is for sure, and to connection ID and emit HDP process, quite a lot over here. Let's discuss up. In the data section, I'm going to get the connection ID, right? As I got the connection ID, it's getting quite confusing. I need to make it simple. Making it simple in the sense, first of all, this is the socket ID I have. So over here, socket ID is the ID of the current user connected. So ultimately, when the current user got connected, current user, so socket not ID, this is gonna be the socket ID of the current user that actually got connected. And after that, I'm just simply giving both those things to the HDP function, and the socket ID I'm passing it to the init function. And once it actually gets that, it just does something. So let's even check what happens. But when it comes to sending the data, so I have two connection IDs, so I will even have to explore this particular thing. Let's go to this init particular function, and this init actually awaits this particular init function that I have defined here. It tests two things. It gets the HDP function, it gets the my connection ID. My connection ID is over here. My connection ID is the user's socket ID, that user who is actually connected right now. Okay, then server progress is gonna be what? Server's progress is gonna be HDP function, and whatever HDP function is gonna return. Okay, my connection ID is gonna be my connection. So okay, I have my connection and I have server process. When it comes to this server process, does this HDP function returns anything or not? So I have to check that particular thing. So I can come back here. This is the HDP function that I have, and it actually just returns nothing. Rather, it just simply refers to a process. In that process, I'm just simply gonna be sending the data and with the connection ID. So to connection ID, this is the data that I'm actually sending. This is the connection ID that I'm actually sending, and this is the data that I want to send. So this particular data will be sent to this particular connection ID. This is the main goal right now. The question is that where am I gonna be getting this ID from? That's another case, but yeah, this is what it actually happening. So HDP function actually does nothing. It simply emits the data to the server, and then server will just get this particular ID and will be forwarding this particular message from the server to the client side. Alrighty, I can just come back here again, and over here, what am I doing? First of all, I got my HDP function and I got this. So ultimately now I have my server process and I have my connection ID. After that, event process, this is the thing that I'm doing actually, and then local div is gonna be document.getElement and local video player. So local video player is the ID that I'll have to look for. But what is actually happening here? Even I have to just know the way exactly how the things are being managed. So far it's been pretty simple. Like as soon as this app got initialized, so it actually quite did nothing. First of all, I'm just mentioning the things here. I got my WebSocket connection ready. After that, I'm just listening for kind of app.process. I initialized it, and in that particular thing, I'm just doing something or the other related to initialization, and then I'm doing something kind of extra over here. So let's even check that thing out. So if there is no user ID and there is no meeting ID, in that case, socket.emit ask to connect. So if I'm not providing any meeting ID, and if I'm not providing any user ID, in that case I will be emitting ask to connect to the server, and the display name is gonna be user ID, meeting ID. Okay, it is only happening when I'm actually like I do have my user ID if it's not equals to empty and all. So if I have my user ID and if I have my meeting ID, in that case I'm just I'm asking to connect, and then I'm just simply sending the display name. The display name is gonna be the user ID, and I'm sending the meeting ID. Meeting ID is gonna be the meeting ID that I had over here, and this is how the connection gets done. So ultimately what is happening, as soon as I got connected, first of all I just simply sent a request to the server to just simply connect to the meeting and all. Okay, once I got my user ID as well as meeting ID. But before even this particular thing, I have two things. I have to just take care of this one more thing that I will be doing, so that I don't forget the stuff, because at the end of the day I have to have all these things in my mind well. So I can come here, and in this particular thing I will be going to the model diagram, because I think this has a little space. The models are there. Code explanation, authentication, I should be going here maybe. Okay, let's go here. It kind of has nothing. So what will I be doing over here? So first of all, it's like I got my what? Let me make it bigger. Not like this. I got my connection ready. Connection setup. Client side. This is what actually happened initially. Can I make it bigger? Is there any way to make it bigger? This does not work. Apart from this particular thing, I can make it large, and this is how I can make it bigger, but I don't really think there's any short way. Okay, this is how I can make it bigger directly. So first of all, I got my connection set up. As soon as connection got set up, so few things are actually happening over here. Just after that, what am I doing? After the connection setup happened on the client side. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger, and let me even remove this particular stuff from here. After the connection actually got ready, after that I'm sending and emitting an emit. I'm just emitting an event, and that is ask to connect, and it will go to the server side. And apart from this particular thing, and there are gonna be two processes. This is the process on the client side. Okay, go then have fun. Alrighty, so this is all these things are gonna be happening on the client side. So I have connection set up. As soon as I better name it socket connection setup. So socket connection. As soon as it got done, then I'm just gonna be initializing something. So something is going to be initialized. So let me even just something is gonna be initialized as well. So init, I will be initting the process. Init process, what will be happening inside this, I don't know, but I will be just digging deeper into that. So this particular thing is happening. Apart from this particular thing, I'm gonna be kind of emitting an event, and that is ask to connect, just like this. Okay, let's continue from here on and go ahead. This particular stuff is done, and after that what am I gonna be doing? Let's exactly see what happens just after that. So I'm gonna be back here, and I even sent these two things with the user ID and meeting name, then it will be handled on the server side, that's right. And apart from this particular thing, this is the initialization related stuff that's happening, so I'm gonna be just digging deeper into it. So I got my server process, I got my connection ID, and after that event process is something that I'm getting done. So what is this event process actually doing? So this event process, first of all, my mic mute unmute. So this is the mic mute unmute kind of element that I'm getting. On click, as soon as I click on that, this particular function is going to be triggered. If not audio, then await load audio. If audio is not there, I will be loading the audio. If audio is there, alert audio permission has not granted, and await or load audio, I'm loading that. And then if still there's no audio, audio permission has not granted, I'm just simply returning from here. If audio is muted, in that case I'm gonna be doing something. If it is unmuted, in that case I'm gonna be doing something, and then this is how it's gonna be done. So this is the part like mute unmute part over here. So it just simply handles everything related to the process, if I'm not wrong. So load audio, what it does actually when it comes to this load audio, so audio stream, and that's gonna be await navigator media devices get user media, video is gonna false, and audio is going to be true. Only when I'm loading the audio, at that time I will only be loading the audio. So this is gonna be the audio stream, and once I got the audio stream, get audio tracks, and I'm gonna be getting the 0th. This is interesting. Get audio tracks, I'm gonna be getting the audio tracks, and at the end of the day I'm gonna be getting the 0th index, because the audio, I'm getting only one track right now, and that's gonna be at the 0th index. As soon as I got that, audio enabled, and that's gonna be false. Okay, that's crazy. Audio, and what is this audio thing, and where is this actually coming from? So let's check out this audio as well. So this is the audio that I'm talking about, and this is definitely an object. Okay, and inside the audio I have something called enabled. So it is like it has a property called enabled, and that can be actually true or false, and it can actually have more things, but it is definitely has this. Okay, so first of all I'm loading that, and after loading I'm checking whether it's been granted or not. After that, if is audio mute, if audio is actually muted, so that is true by default. By default audio is actually going to be muted, that's fine. So audio is gonna be muted by default, and after that audio dot enabled is gonna be true. If audio is mute and that particular icon is clicked, then I will be enabling it, and $this HTML and span class material icons, this particular icon is going to be there. Update user media sender, audio, RTP and senders, console log, RTP and senders. What is this RTP and senders? And then one more thing I have, that is update media senders. This is another function that I have over here. For connection ID in peer connection IDs, peer connection IDs, what will this contain? Peer connection IDs, this is actually an array that will contain the IDs of all the peers that are connected. So this is the part that it has. So ultimately all the peers are gonna be there, that's right. Just a sec, wait for a while. Alrighty, so I got the IDs of all the peers as well. So as soon as the audio is actually enabled, if audio is muted, in that case I will be enabling it, and after that I am gonna be changing the icon, and once the icon is actually changed, after that I am getting this over here. What is this? This is actually that particular element that I am talking about, and that element actually has the this particular icon in itself. After that, what am I doing? After that, I'm just updating the media senders. And when it comes to updating the media senders, so kind of right now I have unmuted or muted myself, and even when I'm unmuting myself, so this is where I muted, kind of unmuted myself. Just below I will be muting myself. So audio, if is audio mute, that is false. That means audio is already enabled. At that time I will be disabling it, and I will be just adding the icon remove media sender. So when it is enabled, I'm updating the media sender, so whoever sending that particular audio. And if it is disabled, I'm removing the media sender, RTP and senders, and at that time I'm not even sending the audio. Audio.stop, I'm just stopping the audio as well. What is this audio? This audio actually contains the stop as well. Again, this is a method that it contains, and console RTP senders. RTP and senders, let's figure it out later exactly what this is. But the thing is that as soon as the audio is on, it will be added. As soon as audio is off, it will be removed. As for this audio that I have here, this actually has another property, or I can say it has a stop method in itself. So it is kind of a method that it has. Okay, I will be talking more about it, but I think then this is an object actually. This audio is automatically this audio is something that automatically got created in kind of an object that actually contains that. But never mind, once this particular thing is done, let's talk about update media senders. So when it comes to update media senders, so what I'm doing, peer connection IDs, inside that I have the connection IDs of all the peers who actually got connected to this particular row. So I'm just simply gonna be getting the connection ID, and if connection status peer connection ID, again that's not gonna be empty, rather there's that peer connection is actually an object. So it's not like peer connection is just gonna be the IDs, rather peer connection IDs I will get, and after that I have the peer connection, and from the peer connection using that particular ID I will be getting the object. And once I got that, after that RTCP senders, RTP, what does this, what is the full form of RTP? Full form of RTP, real-time transport protocol. RTP is used for real-time audio video streaming like WebRTC, video calls, and wall calls, WhatsApp, Zoom, Google Meet, etc. Okay, got that. The thing is that I'm not even able to speak properly today, but never mind. It's common, I mean, it's fine. I just have a sore throat. Alrighty, so let's keep understanding, keep digging deeper into it. So first of all, we have to take care of this one. We have a peer connection IDs. It will just simply contain the IDs of all the peers. So this particular section contains the IDs of the peers that are connected. As simple as that. Peer connection, this is definitely gonna contain the object, so I will have to know more about it. But what is actually happening over here, that update senders, when I'm updating that, so I have my audio, I have my RTP audio sender. So RTP audio sender, that's okay, and I'm logging the value as well. So RTP audio sender in the sense the current user that I have. Where am I getting this RTP audio sender? Because if I'm sending that, so I must be getting it from somewhere. So this RTP audio senders, RTP audio senders I'm sending. So what I actually did, first of all I clicked on the mic button. Okay, I'm checking whether the audio is enabled or disabled. If audio is disabled, I'm simply loading the audio. Loading the audio in the sense await navigator, media devices, get user media, video is false, audio is true. So I just got my audio stream from here. As soon as I got the audio stream, then I'm just simply adding that particular audio stream to this. So audio stream dot get audio tracks. Okay, so this audio actually contains the audio track. So let's even check this thing out. Okay, what is the, I'm gonna be checking both the things here because it will automatically be enabled. So let's do this thing. CLG, first of all log the value of the audio, and let's do it like this, because if I don't know what do they contain, I will just simply guess, and that's not gonna be the best option. And then CLG, I will even be getting the stream, so audio stream. So what will this stream contain? And that's gonna be audio stream, just like this. So I have both the things. As for this get tracks, I will be knowing more about that. By the way, I'm just simply getting the 0th index over here. That's bad. So let's do one thing as well. Audio stream, the audio stream that I had dot CLG, and tracks are gonna be what? CLG tracks are gonna be audio stream dot get audio tracks, just like this. There can be many tracks, but I'm just simply getting the first one at the 0th index. So first of all, I have my audio stream. After that, I'm just simply checking out the tracks, and then I'm checking out the audio and all. So this is how it's just simply going on. When will it be triggered? It will be triggered in this particular section if audio is actually mute, and that becomes true. If it is mute, then not even here, it will be triggered here. So if there is no audio in that particular sense, in that particular case, I will be loading the audio, and it only happens when I actually click on this particular mute button. Okay, and that's it. So let's check this thing out. So right now I'm inside this. I'm gonna be just simply naming myself, so that's gonna be VIP over here. I'm inside the room. Let's check whether it's actually happening the way I want it to work. It is muted by default, that's okay. If I click on this, I got my audio stream, and this is the audio stream that I got. Inside that I have active, that is true. I have ID, this is the ID of that particular audio. On active, on add track, on inactive, on remove track. Okay, these things are okay. Apart from this particular thing, I got the tracks, and when it came to tracks, so I just got because there was only one audio stream, so I just got only one track over here. It contains enabled true ID, the same ID it contains. I hope it is the same ID, or it is not. It is actually not the same ID. Kind is audio, label is webcam. Okay, and there are many more things. So what is the difference? This is the ID of the stream, and this is the ID of the track of the stream. So there was a stream, that was the ID, and then inside the stream there was the media track ultimately, and that media was the audio, that is the ID of the audio, and kind of the audio. So if we want to get the media track, so this is how we can get. The same thing I had in my notes as well when I learned the WebRTC. So if I go to my notes, introduction of web audio, and at the end I just WebRTC theory, I had my code. I think this is the one, and somewhere here at the end I logged it. So okay, somewhere here, is this the one? Not really. Get video IDs, and when I got the video IDs, so I use something called navigator, media devices, enumerate devices. Nope, not this one. Yeah. So enumerate devices simply gives me the devices, and then I could have got the ID, but this is not something that I'm talking about. In that case, I think I don't have that. I'm actually knowing about it for the first time. Is that so? I did get my video tracks. Okay, here I'm getting the tracks. So local stream, whatever stream that I had, I got the tracks. So get tracks, and after that I just looped through that and just got the track. And as I got the track, I just simply added those tracks to the peer connection. And what is actually happening over here in this particular case that I'm in right now, over here I'm getting the audio stream, so I'm not even getting any different track. Rather, first of all, I created the stream, and I'm directly getting the audio track. And as I got the audio track, after that in the 0th index, I will be just getting the information of that particular audio. And as I got the information, because if I make it true as well, if video is actually gonna be true, in that case what will happen, let's even check this thing out. So I'm gonna be creating a room right here. I will be clicking this particular thing on, and here we go. So first of all, I have the stream. This has the things like this, and then this has a track. There is only one track right now, and after that this is the track that I actually printed. So audio actually contains these things. So these are the things that is inside the audio, and I have something called enabled. I must have that here, enabled true, and that was something I was turning it off. Okay, at least this thing is clear right now. And apart from this particular thing, I'm just simply getting the audio tracks. If I just simply add get tracks here, so I will be getting all the tracks in one go. So let's even check this thing out. So over here, if I click on this, so right now there's, first of all, this is the stream ID that I have. After that I only have the audio. Is that the only thing that's accepted? That's okay. Do it again, reload the page. I'm going to click on the audio. I will be asked to just simply set it, both the things, and just simply allow it, and then it's going to be allowed. This is the stream related stuff, and this is the audio that I had, kind of audio. That's okay. Am I not allowing it? Video is allowed, this is also allowed. That simply means I should be getting two streams. So await navigator, media devices, get user media, video I have enabled, audio I have enabled, and in that case get tracks. Okay, sorry. If I actually want to get the tracks, it should be something like this. What I should have changed, I should have changed this particular section over here. So what I can actually do, I'm just simply gonna be commenting this particular section. I'm gonna be commenting this particular section as well, and I'm just gonna play a little bit with this. So first of all, I got my stream. After the stream, I got my tracks, and tracks in the sense I will be just getting all my tracks. Get tracks just like this. So over here I will be getting all my tracks because I have enabled both audio as well as video. So this time I should be getting both. And the another thing is that I'm gonna be doing one more thing. Get audio tracks, and over here get video tracks. Let's exactly see the difference between them. This is gonna be the tracks, and then second one is actually gonna be audio tracks, and third one is gonna be video tracks, and this one is gonna be the audio. Of course I don't have that, so let's simply comment this. Okay, so this is the thing that I've done over here. Let's try this thing out. Gonna be creating a room is created one more time. Okay, fine. And I'm going to click on this audio permission has not granted. That's okay. The audio permission has not granted because audio was already enabled or not enabled. Why did I get this particular error here? I got this particular error mainly because this particular section. So if not audio, I'm gonna be loading that. If again not audio, I will be just simply alerting the user. So audio wasn't there, that is why I got the error. That's fine. But if I just reset the permissions here, reload the page, and just simply add the stuff, click on this. I'm going to enable everything from here. Allow this time. Audio permission not granted. Okay, so first of all, this is the stream that I got, and after that when it comes to the tracks, so I had this these two tracks over here because I enabled both. So I have this audio track, it is using webcam C2 whatever number, and muted is false right now. That means audio is on. Is that so? Enabled is true, muted is false. That's right, it is not muted, and ready state is live. That's okay. So ultimately this particular audio is being used. Apart from this particular thing, I have this particular video here, and when it comes to this video, so content hint empty, enabled is true. This is the ID of the video. Kind is video. Label, again this is what is being used. Muted false, and live. So ultimately these are the things that I'm getting. But when it comes to this audio track, so I'm getting only one track that is related to the audio. when it comes to getting this video track, I'm getting only one track, and that is related to the video. So the ultimate thing is this, that first of all, you can enable anything over here. If you are just simply getting tracks, you will be getting all the tracks. If you are just getting the audio tracks, then you will only see the audio ones. If you are just getting the video tracks, you will be getting just the video ones, right? It should be as simple as that. So as for this particular thing, right now I'm just gonna be disabling the video, because of course I'm just enabling the audio. I will just be getting the audio tracks, and again there's gonna be only one audio track. That is why I'm using the 0th index. And once I got my audio, after that again, when it comes to this particular audio, it actually contains many things. I will be even logging them there, but ultimately what it contains, I will have the property names there. So audio is gonna be here, and then audio.enable is gonna be false. Audio.enabled, that's actually going to be false, because inside the audio enabled, that is false, I think, directly, but that is not. As I loaded the audio, why does it need to be false? Let's even check this thing out. Let's do it again. Don't know why it's asking me again. Let's click on this, and here I am. And what am I actually, this is the audio that I have. Enabled is actually true, okay, and that's obvious because I have enabled it right now, so it is true. And this is the ID, all these things, and that's fine. What I'll be doing actually, I'll just simply copy all these things, or maybe copy the object, come back here. And when it comes to this audio that I have, this is the audio that I'm actually talking about. So instead of having this thing over here, I'm just simply gonna paste the whole, what the hell, really, what did I do? Why couldn't I just simply copy that? Here I am, copy object, not able to copy anything. In that case, I will just simply copy it all. What the hell? Okay, fine. So these are the things that are inside the audio. So at the end of the day, audio is the audio contains all these things, and I will be just simply kind of commenting this. I can say audio is gonna be equals to this. As for these things, let's remove all of them in one go, and then I'm gonna be having these values. Having said that, this is just an example, so I will be just commenting it. But for the knowledge purpose, I'm just gonna be having it here. Okay, but the thing is that, just give me a sec. Alrighty, here I'm back. Actually, I have a sore throat, so it's hard to just simply go with the things, but okay. So inside, when I'm loading the audio, most of the things are getting clear right now. So as I loaded the video, I just simply loaded the audio over here. As I loaded the audio, I just got the track of that, and I got the track. So that track is actually, I assigned that particular track to the audio variable, and after that I logged the value, not needed. But what I'm doing at the end, audio enabled, and I'm actually making it false. That is something. Why is it even? Why am I even doing it? Audio enable is true by default, and I'm making it false over here. Why is that so? Okay, I'm making it, so making it. Question is, this is gonna be kind of a to do. Why am I doing it? Why is it why is false being assigned here? This is just gonna be to do. I will be knowing more about it, and I've loaded the audio. Most of the things are clear right now, and that's really a good thing. First of all, what happened? First of all, we initialize the processes, and when we initialize the processes, so at that time we had a server process, we had a my connection ID as well. After that, event processes started, and when it came to event, so at that time, as soon as I clicked on this mouse button, mic button, but even before that, all these things need to be initialized, and these are the processes that are being initialized just directly as soon as I have reloaded the pages and all, or I'm inside the room. checking the audio if audio is not muted or if audio is not present, because this is an object. So if audio is not present, then I will be loading the audio. If audio is not present, I will be just simply saying that permission has not been granted. And if audio is muted, if is audio mute, if audio is actually mute, in that case audio enabled is gonna be true. I will be enabling the audio. And if audio is not mute, I will be making it false. That's fine. Right now audio is not going to be mute. That's right, right now it's not going to be mute. But if I that simply means it is going to be is mute is gonna be what? Is mute is gonna be, what is the is value of is mute by default? The value of is mute is actually true. That means by default that is true. That simply means this particular section ran. Okay, and it made it audio enabled true. This is insane. When I'm loading the audio, I am making the value of audio enabled false. Okay, just after that, because is muted is gonna be true by default, so here I'm making it true again. So what is the job of even doing that? If I'm already making it true, so isn't it insane that I made it false back then and then I'm making it true here again? By the way, just after that, if it is mute, is audio mute, and that is true, that simply means I will be loading the audio. As the audio is loaded, so I have the values inside the audio right now. Okay, not only that, but the value of is audio is muted, and maybe because of that thing I made it false, and then here I'm making it true right now. And just changing the icon over here. After that, update media senders. So when it comes to updating the media senders, I'm sending the audio and RTP and senders. I'm not sure where I'm getting it from, but it must be at the top. No doubt it must be at the top. RTP and senders. This is just an array that contains something. Ultimately that contains senders. That simply means it contains the objects, lots of objects. Okay, I'm just simply sending this particular RTP and senders from here if they exist, and then I'm just simply logging the value. After that, if it is audio muted, if it is true, that's okay. If it is false, that means this particular section is gonna be running. Audio is enabled is gonna be false, and I'm gonna be changing the icon, remove audio. So I'm gonna be just sending this particular senders from here, and that particular audio is gonna be removed. Audio.stop will stop it, and that's it. That's interesting. The good thing is, and lastly, is audio mute is gonna be just opposite to is audio mute. Interesting. Now I even know the reason that why I actually kept the value of audio.enabled false over here, because by default is what I think, maybe because by default is audio mute is actually true. That simply means this audio.enabled is needs to be false. That means even if I have the audio track, it needs to be false. As simple as that. Again, is this kind of a compulsory thing? Not really, but if you do it, that's kind of a better thing. This is what I got understanding the code so far, but let's see what's gonna happen later. So audio, I have loaded that. After loading the audio, over here I loaded it. Over here I turned the things, then I'm checking the things. If it is muted, then I'm enabling it, and even I'm just simply updating it. Updating in the sense, let's see what happens over here. When it comes to updating it, so I have RTP senders. I have my track, that is okay, and that is the audio track, and then I have RTP senders. And as I changed my audio, this audio, the change in my mic needs to be sent to all the users, and they are the RTP senders, and that is why I need to send this particular change or emit this particular change to all of them. So what am I doing right now? First of all, I am getting the connection ID from the peer connection IDs. That's okay. I got the connection ID from the peer connection IDs. After that, connection status. Okay, this connection status takes peer connection dot connection ID. So it just simply takes the peer connection, and once it actually takes the peer connection, then what it does, once it takes the peer connection, so it ultimately has the connection, so it checks whether the connection exists. After that, connection dot connection state, if it is new or if it is connecting or if it is connected. In that case it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Okay, by default, if there is a peer connection ready, if there is a peer connection, that simply means connection state is gonna be either new, either connecting, or connected. But if I have stopped my peer connection or closed my peer connection, at that time this is gonna be disabled or maybe ended type something, or disconnected. Yeah, so at the end that's gonna be disconnected. At that time I'm gonna be returning false, but right now it's gonna be true, or any one of these things. So I'm just simply returning true from here. It simply says that the connection or peer connection exists, as simple as that. So connection status simply tells me that okay, the connection you are trying to kind of use, that connection already exists. So I got my connection ID over here. I checked whether that particular connection exists or not. If that does exist, after that, RTP senders, what will it do? It will just simply return the senders object. Using that particular connection ID, I will be finding that particular sender. Okay, after that, sender dot connection and dot track. Okay, I will be checking whether that particular sender does contain the track or not. Again, what does this part return? It simply returns me the peer connection. Just a sec. Okay, the question is, how do I know it contains the peer connection? Because at the end they are RTP senders, and RTP senders in the sense peers saved as an object, and that can only happen when you are actually creating a peer connection. And because I'm able to find them using condition, so I mean they are definitely peer connections, and that does contain the track. Let's even check this thing out. I can be wrong here, so why not check this thing? So const peer connection is gonna be new RTCP peer connection, RTC peer connection, and PC is gonna be like this. And I don't think I will have that thing over here. I have my on track. Okay, let's check this thing out. What am I checking here? I have that particular sender. So what does this sender contain? I'm getting that particular sender, and after that I got that, I'm just simply trying to get the track. Okay, and once I checked both the things, I'm checking RTP senders condition dot replace track, and I'm simply replacing the track. Otherwise, RTCP peer senders connection ID is gonna be what? Peer connections. Just a sec, it is different. Peer connections are inside the connection only. So peer connection dot connections, I got my peer connection from here. So it actually contains, this particular section contains the peer connection, and that is why I'm able to add the track. So if peer connections actually contain the connections, then what this RTP sender contain? Interesting. One thing is sure, like this RTP sender is not the peer connection, rather peer connection is this. And as I added the track, I am just assigning that value to this RTP sender. So what I have to check ki what is the value of this. When I'm actually adding the track, what exactly I get and what exactly being assigned to that RTP sender. And as that got assigned to the RTP sender, so RTP sender, so what is actually happening over here, when it comes to this RTP senders over here that I have, I hope I will be able to see that. I have my audio here, that's fine, and I'm supposed to be having RTP. Come on, yaar, can't I see that today? RTP audio senders, I think they are the ones. These RTP audio senders are what? They are kind of the objects, that is for sure. So it's kind of an array containing the objects. And what is this object? A result from adding audio track to peer connection. As simple as that. So as soon as I add the audio track to the peer connection, then this is something that I get. Question is, how am I gonna be able to check the result? So these things are pretty much fine. I just simply making these changes, not quite fine actually. I have to check this particular thing, and while checking this particular thing, I added the track, and as soon as I added the track, I got this particular thing. So the question is, first of all, I have to get the track, and as soon as I got the track, I have to add to the peer connection, and as I added to the peer connection, I have to check the result. Okay, where did I get the track? I got my audio track somewhere here. Okay, and this audio track already contains the audio. That simply means not here, inside load audio. Over here I got my stream. After that I got my audio track. So get audio tracks. So this audio is actually the audio track. So I can even just keep this particular thing here. This is nothing but a audio track. Just like this, I can just come back here, and as I got my audio track, then what will I be doing? I just want to do one thing, just a test over here. New RTC. Let's do one thing. This is just gonna be for testing purpose. So CLG, not even CLG. Const peer connection. Peer connection is gonna be new RTC peer connection. So I got my peer connection ready, and after that what the hell? Okay, here. After that, as I already have my audio, so CLG, or I can say PC dot add audio track. I think this is the method for adding the audio track. Add track, not audio track. Add track, and I will be adding the audio here. And once the audio is actually added, CLG PC testing peer connection, just like this. Let's try it again. I'll just name it anything. Let's click on this, and testing peer connection. Interesting. So as soon as I added this, so whatever the result that I got, that is again the value, kind of, that is still a peer connection. So when I actually did this peer connections using the connection ID, I got that particular peer, then I added the track. Okay, and then I assigned the particular value to this RTP senders. So ultimately this contains the object, it contains the peer object, and if it actually contains the peer object, that means I can replace the track. And I can replace the track because this is an object, kind of exactly a peer connection, who added the, like, who is connected in the meeting, and that is the RTP sender. RTP sender in the sense video sender, audio sender and all. And that simply means RTP senders can, using connection ID, can even get the track. Interesting. Let's try that thing out. So I have my peer connection over here, if I'm not wrong. Don't have. Okay, never mind. So I have my peer connection somewhere here. Where is that? Audio load. Here it is. So I'm loading the audio. I did this much. Can I do one more thing here? Arey yaar, what? Why is this even happening? This is gonna be something like track, and track is gonna be pc.track. Interesting. Let's see whether I'm going to get the value of track from this particular thing or not. And let's click on this, enter, click on this, track. Track is right now undefined. Track is right now undefined. Why is that so? I had my audio object, didn't I have that? I added the audio, I tagged it, but it is showing me nothing. The value of track is actually undefined. Why is the value of track undefined when I added it? pc.add track, I added it here, Do I need to await it or what? Okay, let's simply create it again. Can't really do anything. I'm gonna be awaiting it, and as I awaited it, let's check this thing out. Click on this. It is still undefined. So new RTCP peer connection, PC add track audio, and CLG testing PC.track. In my notes, how have I done that? I must have done it in my notes as well. So I had my local stream, and first of all I got my local stream. As soon as I got my local stream, after that I actually got the tracks. So local stream.get tracks simply returns me all the tracks. Using the stream I got the track, and yeah, you will be getting. And how am I getting the tracks here? Stream, yeah, using the stream only you get the tracks. So as soon as you have the stream, you can get all the possible tracks, as simple as that. And then pc.add track, I'm just simply adding it. It triggers a negotiation needed function, that's fine. And as soon as negotiation needed function is triggered or event is triggered, I start creating the offer. Okay, just missing something. So almost everything's working the right way, but still, why am I not getting this peer connection if it is actually working the right way? That's something I'm missing. So let's check the audio as well. Like, do I actually have the audio or not? Oh, I made the audio enabled false, so let's even turn it off right now. Maybe this could be the thing causing the issue. So let's try it one more time. Save it, turn it on, and it is undefined. Then I'm getting this particular track. What is this? IF.62. Why is this actually happening? RTCP peer connection audio sender. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna be creating the peer connection at the top. Yeah. And as soon as peer connection is ready, then I'm gonna be creating this particular stream. Then I'm getting the audio track. After that, CLG audio track I got. Audio, just like this. I got the audio track. After that, await PC add audio track. So I think this is how I'm simply adding the audio track as well. So in my notes, PC add track, it's just directly added. So okay, this is not even required, so that's fine. And after that, I'm just simply checking the peer object. I'm simply checking the track. So audio track I had, I assigned it, and as soon as I assigned it, actually nothing changed inside this, and this track is actually undefined right now. Even if I have assigned the value, why is it like? Okay, let's ask this to ChatGPT right now. Here we are. If we assign or add an audio track to peer connection, will we be able to see it using pc.track track? Not exactly. In WebRTC, when you do PC add track, audio track and stream, so you are adding a track to a peer connection, but PC track does not exist. How to see the added tracks? So using peer connection senders, so pc.get senders, peer connection senders, okay, get senders for each sender, console.sender.track. So this will show the local tracks you added audio and video. So there is a method called get senders. It just simply sends me the sender, okay, and that sender will have the track. pc.get transceivers, okay, it will also how to see remote tracks. So on track I will have an object, it will just be triggered as soon as I get the remote tracks. Okay, summary, that is why I'm not able to see. Okay, so this thing I'm not able to see, and that is fine, but when it comes to this RTP senders, why am I able to check this particular thing? And what am I actually checking? If RTP senders dot connection ID, that is fine, if that particular peer connection exists. After that I'm checking RTP senders connection ID and track. This track value is gonna be undefined. That simply means it will never run. And if it is never running, question to do. Later I'll check how will I get the value of track here. It doesn't make any sense, like how will I even getting the value of track if it is actually a peer connection object that has been like, that's the same thing happening over here. Peer connections, I will have many connections, and I'm getting one of the connections using the connection ID, and then I'm adding the track over there. As soon as the track is actually added, I'm just assigning it to the RTP senders. That means that particular peer connection, first of all peer connection was ready, and then that particular connection became the part of the RTP senders. So it is like two categories. First of all, you create your peer connection, and after that when you actually add the track, then you become the part of the RTP senders. If you don't add the audio track, that simply means you don't become the part of RTP sender. As simple as that. So this is quite weird, and this does make sense. The only to do is that how will I get the value of track over here? By default, if I'm saying peer connection dot track, I don't get the value of that. I can replace the track. So let's even ask this question: can I replace the track using a replace track or track, just like this? Reply what I wrote, forget about that. Yes bro, you can replace a track using replace track. So I created my peer connection, I had my peer connection, I added the peer connection and old track and stream. So I added my old track and I added my stream. Now replace the new track can be there. Later I can replace it as well using this particular send. What the hell? Wow. So I had my peer connection, I had the add track, and I just assigned my track. After that I saved the value inside the sender. That using that sender I will be able to add the new track, and using the sender I should be able to get the value as well. Let's do it. So instead of checking the things directly over here, where am I loading? Here I am loading. So first of all I am creating my peer connection. As my peer connection got created, after that what am I doing? I am getting the tracks. As I got the tracks, after that I am just simply adding the... Wow, I should have checked the result of this and I was checking something else. Am I crazy? Seriously? I've lost my mind solving this. Const sender is gonna be this, and this is the sender that will actually give me the value of this. So the actual thing that I need to log here is the value of this sender. So let's simply log the value of this, and clg, it will definitely contain the track as well. So sender.track, in that sender is going to be RTP senders. So let's check this particular thing. Anything? Here we are. Let's click on this, and here we are. Sender is actually gonna be what? Amazing! Wow! DTMF RTC DTMF sender can insert DTMF false on to change OK tone buffer RTCP transport. The important thing is the track. It does have the value of track. So whatever track we added, that is there. So this particular thing is actually what? This is the RTP sender. Transport is gonna be here. It will contain this particular stuff. Lovely. So what I can actually do, I can just simply copy the whole stuff from here. Come on. I should be able to do it today. Let's simply copy it all. Can I copy it from here? Here we are. Let's copy this much. And when it comes to this, and I can just simply replace it from here on. So that's a great, good to know that. That simply means I can go here at the top. Here we are. I can come here and RTP video senders. So I'm not talking about the video senders, rather mainly I'm worried about the audio senders. So these are gonna be the audio senders, and when it comes to the value they have, so they are what? They are this. I know it's too much. Just like this, the value is actually gonna be here. Okay, it contains. It will have the value DTMF, and then this is gonna be the value of that, and then I will have this. Let me do one thing. It will have DTMF, and then some value is gonna be there. Then it will have RTCP transport protocol. Then it will have the track, and when it comes to the track, it will definitely have these types of tracks. Let's simply remove them. It will have transform, and then it will have the value null. It will have transport, the value is gonna be null, just like this, and this is how it's gonna be going on. And that is it, nothing else. So these are the values that are gonna be there. I'm just simply gonna be setting null too. No use to set even null right now. I can just simply do one thing, this, and this. Ultimately I can make them like that, and this is the value that will be in what? RTP audio senders, just like this. And of course it cannot contain the value, so I will be making it something like this. This is how it's gonna be going on, and I will be commenting it. So alrighty, this is what I've done over here. These are the RTP audio senders, and the RTP audio senders will contain DT, MF, all these things, but it will definitely contain the track, and it will contain a method called replace track. It will definitely have a method called replace track. So whatever sender I get later, using that particular sender, I can just simply add a new track. Okay, let's continue from here on. So I got to know about my connection, kind of RTP sender as well. So first of all, I clicked on the mic. I just did some changes. I even enabled and disabled changes the UI part. And at the end of the day, what I did, I actually updated the I updated that particular RTP audio sender, because that RTP audio sender had the different audio stream earlier, and right now I'm giving it the different audio track. So I'm mainly talking about the track, because I have changed the audio track. That simply means that RTP sender, or that audio RTP sender, will have a different track right now. That simply means now I have to change that particular audio track. So what am I doing? First of all, using the peer connection ID, because of course I have my RTP senders over here. That is again an array. I have my track over here, and I have my user ID over here. Kind of what can I call it? Condition. What can I call it? I'm missing something, but never mind. So what I'm doing, first of all, from the peer connections, I'm actually getting the ID of all the peers. And once I got the ID of all the peers, then I'm simply checking whether that particular connection does exist or not. If that does exist, after that RTP senders condition. So using that particular ID, like connection ID, not condition, connection ID, I'm just simply checking whether the RTP sender exists or not. If it exists, then I will be doing something. Otherwise, I will be creating a new audio track for all the users. If that is a new user, then of course that will not exist. That simply means I will have to create a new peer connection, and over there I will already have the peer connection. I'm just gonna be adding the track over there, and RTP senders condition, that's fine. I'm just wondering how will I do it on my own. I think I will be able to make it once I just know everything exactly what's happening and why it's happening. Then I will be able to write the things. Right now I'm able to understand the code. That's even a plus point. Like, yeah, it is hard to understand the code directly if you don't know about WebRTC. So yeah, it is. I think I should consider it as my plus point. So RTP senders condition dot replace track. So even before that, I'm just simply checking whether it contains the value of track or not. If it does contain the value of track, then I'm just simply gonna be replacing the track. And as I'm replacing the track, so this track is being replaced in all the peer connections that I had. So all the users who are connected in my meeting right now, as soon as I change the mic, that change should happen in all the users. Like if I have muted my mic, that means nobody should be able to hear me. If I unmuted myself, that means everybody should be able to hear me. And when everybody will be able to hear me, only when I just change all the peer connections that I have. That simply means if I have my room meeting, and if many people are connected, so I will have their peer connection saved, so that I can make the changes in their peer connection anytime. Quite interesting stuff. Update media senders. So I will be just simply updating the media center for all the users. That's great. Let's continue from here on. And I can just have a comment over here that RTP senders changes the media in all the RTP, not even RTP senders, I must say, because even if that particular RTP sender does not exist, I'm gonna be creating the new RTP sender, right? So what I'm actually doing here, that what am I actually changing? RTP senders connection ID and replace track. Interesting. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, because you can be, if you are joining the meeting, so if you want to be, not really that, yeah, I can even join the meeting without turning the audio and both, I mean audio and mic on. That simply means, what am I doing here? First of all, I don't need to have this particular comment here. RTP senders condition, I mean what condition? Connection ID replace track. That's okay. If that already exists, I'm replacing the track, but I'm changing only one thing, and that is what? I'm changing only the RTP senders. I'm not changing the peer connections. And why is it needed? It's needed merely because only RTP senders have the track. By default, even if I have my peer connection, even if I have joined a room, but if I'm not a part of RTP sender, that simply means I don't have a track, I don't have any stream. And if I don't have any stream, so I can click on my mic and I can enable it or I can disable it, and on the basis of that thing I will have a track. And if I'm turning it and turning off, this particular section is gonna be running, and this is how it will be done. So either I will have it or I will just replace it. Either of these things will happen. And this is mainly change the media. Okay, that's fine. It will be updating all the media centers. So this is actually a good name, update media centers. So all the media centers will be updated. That simply means the track will be changed inside all the media centers. But there is a problem. If track is actually being changed in all the media senders, can one RTP sender actually have many tracks? Let's check this thing out as well. Can one sender can have many tracks? No. One RTP sender can only have one track at a time. So when you do RTC peer connection add track, that sender is created for that track. So one sender, one track, audio or video. So even at a time there can be one thing. So you can check console sender.track, but you can replace that one track. So it can be replaced. So now sender still has only one track but replaced. So you want to send multiple tracks, then you need multiple senders. So pc.add audio track stream, pc.add video track stream. Okay, it is quite troublesome actually right now. RTP senders are what? Now I know exactly what the RTP senders contain. RTP senders contain these values. these are the values that are inside the RTP senders. Again, not like that actually, rather not like this. They actually, come on, am I crazy? They actually need to be inside an array. So this is how they are gonna be like. So I know what RTP senders are going to contain, and whether they are the audio senders or audio senders or video senders, and there are gonna be multiple senders. That simply means, and not only that, this is not how they are gonna be like. So when it comes to even audio, so it will have these values. When it comes to this audio RTCP audio senders, so first of all, they are an object, they are an array, and after that there's going to be RTP sender ID, and that particular ID will contain these values if I'm not wrong, just like this. I have to check it. I'd better watch a video. I mean, yeah, I could watch a video and understand everything in one go, but I'm trying to understand everything on my own, and this is actually taking time, a lot of time actually. Okay, so what am I doing here? Peer connection. Maybe I will have to go through the course really quick to just simply get the idea, because if I understand, if I'm not, it's not like I cannot understand, but it's taking a lot of time, a lot. Peer connection, and even TypeScript is not being used over here. That simply means what? If TypeScript were used, everything would be crystal clear, but again, it is not like that. RTP senders condition, replace tag, RTP senders, then it will have the ID. So RTP senders are actually gonna be having the ID, and that simply means RTP senders are gonna be an object. What the hell? So I'm talking about RTP senders. These are the RTP senders. What am I sending inside media update senders? I just hope I haven't been following something completely wrong. So RTP senders I'm sending here, and these RTP senders are actually, and what? These RTP senders are, I mentioned them an array over here, but they are not array. They are not an array. So even when it comes to these, so RTP senders are actually gonna be an object, nothing else. That simply means it will be false, because only when RTP senders are an object, at that time I will be able to actually just simply get the value from them. So what am I actually doing here? That only when RTP senders are an object, at that time I'm gonna be able to check the senders using the particular ID. So connection ID I have, and that connection ID is coming from the peer connection IDs, and peer connection are the IDs, kind of socket IDs. That simply means it is an object. This RTP sender is actually an object, and using the IDs they have the multiple RTCP tracks and all. That's it. Yeah. So this is how it's gonna be going on. For me, it's like let's get it done really quick. Really quick in the sense, I'm just gonna be going through the code of it really quick. I will be watching the videos. Like, it will be taking a lot of time if I just keep going through it like this, and that's gonna be really troublesome. So let's do one thing. What I'm actually gonna be doing, I'm gonna be watching the video, understanding the things really quick so that it doesn't take a lot of time, and after that I will be re-explaining it and then rebuilding it. This is how things are actually gonna be going on. My connection ID, socket ID, and let me correct kind of remove some of the extra things that I added. So I got my let's remove this peer connection from here. So I got my video stream, I got the audio stream from here. Audio stream is enabled. Let me enable it, and after that the sender is actually not needed. This is how it's gonna be going on. So audio stream I got the tracks. I just simply disabled it as well, and that's it. So audio is loaded, and then connection status, many things are here. So ultimately I need to get them done. It's like it will not be taking a lot of time because I already know about WebRTC, so it should be taking less time. But again, as long as it's not done yet, so I cannot really be sure about anything else. Alrighty. So this is how the things have been so far, and right now I'm gonna be just simply start working on the real stuff, where either I'm just simply writing the codes like code, or I'll make sure that I'm not wasting lots of time just simply writing the normal logic. Rather I'm just simply going through the WebRTC section. Alrighty, then I'm gonna be catching up soon. Right now I'm just gonna be taking a break for a while, and then I'll be coming back, and then I will continue with this WebRTC section. Like, I will actually be taking the help of the tutor, getting it done really quick, because understanding, I will go through it, I will have understood it after quite a long time, but it will take a lot of time, and because of that particular section or thing, I'm gonna be just kind of taking the help of the teacher and then getting it done really quick. Take care, and I'm gonna be seeing you soon.